Malrak is such like a weird province for these guys to own randomly. Like them owning like all the Lamian province makes sense, but then they just own Malrak. What you're saying about your earlier game strat for capping settlements in your area? Oh, so normally, if I was playing against the AI, what I would do here is I would go down here and kill this guy, and then I would go back up here, recruiting all the way to about here, then I would attack Lamia, the computer would go, oh, your army's too weak, and then they would attack out of Lamia to try to kill me, and then I would just kill them in the open field, take Lamia on, like, what is that? So it's turn 1, 2, it's like turn 3, I think, and then go take this stuff. But because I'm playing against human players, I don't want to risk getting into a field battle against an army that is like 2-1, right? I can beat the computer 2-1. That's fine, right? But players would be a little bit more questionable, right? So I'm going around to the south instead to loop back around to be stronger when I come up on Lamia. It's not being controlled by players, but because we're in a multiplayer campaign, if I go into combat, the other players in the campaign can take over the enemy side and fight me with the AI's units.
The goddess wills it.
So that clearly makes things a bit
is my climate.
Risky.
Snakes like the heat. Attack!
Let's see, did he go over here this time?
This is now Liberas.
These are all experienced players, right? Well, Mukluk is somewhat experienced with certain factions, but not like crazy experienced overall. Hence him being the one that's like asking questions and stuff, right?
Bow.
You get a sort of striking this time. You don't always get items going through here.
I did a movement command to make my troops move, and it's like they're moving on like 25% speed or something.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
It's like crawling.
No, when a bunch of people are moving at the same time, it'll do that sometimes.
Yeah, or it just means someone's lagging a little bit. If it persists, it's a problem, but usually it doesn't.
Type of shoe. Okay. He's a Guild Wars streamer. Yeah, he streams Guild Wars. I think he's been streaming Elden Ring recently as well, or something. Four bears at both, and we were muck and luck. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Now, hopefully I get my freaking agent on turn 6. We'll see if that actually happens or not. Oh, look over the moccasins, but you know, Inuit version or whatever. Right, yeah, that makes sense. Small world? Yeah. Yeah, Twitch is a big place and a small place at the same time.
No, please, my turn's being long. I have to make a decision.
He's more in tune with his competition now. He is on the opposing side.
You know, in this world of magic and dragons and undead, it's kind of weird just running into an army run by Philip. I don't know, it loses something.
Boris would like to know why.
Yeah. Well, it'll be until complete or whatever, right? but I think it's going to be like 6 hours a day or something.
It just inside of me. In sight of me, there are 3 armies. There's a Werner the Ripper, Bone Chewer, Targog, Whale Beater, and Philip.
Yo,
And
teammates.
Philip's probably the scariest one.
Yeah, you know, Philip is honestly, he's definitely the scariest one there because
Indeed, Morrowind still
being
must be
surrounded
saved.
by all that other crap and him just saying, yeah, actually, let's do this. You know he's a complete psychopath.
He's got street credibility.
He doesn't need a crazy name to compensate.
Any of my teammates played Grimgore recently?
Grimgore, it's been a hot minute. What about him?
Does he end up at war with the Chaos Dwarves
High
early?
Queen Khalida.
In my experience, he sometimes did, but that was also me kind of like stirring up trouble in that region by attacking everybody, so I don't know if he would on his
Curious
own.
what Mr.
Okay.
Lamian Man's going
I
to
feel
do
like
here.
Grimgore kind of attacks everybody near him.
He really does.
I think it's just whoever's in his sight
I
first.
need like 2 more seconds. Sorry.
He got pretty wild in
Yeah,
Morrowind
no,
last
actually,
night.
too,
50
don't
Shades
do
of
the
Grey of
literal
Elf.
joke, right?
Kind of weird. Yeah, Morrowind last night was freaking
Oh,
wild.
we're talking about Ironhide. I fought him. I fought against
It was
him.
very, very strange place, that.
I fought him IRL.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
we
was a
threw hands.
1v1 situation.
No, that's a core memory. My very first campaign, I was running around with Gorst, and I had a Wraith Lord, one of the hero units, and I was using him in many battles as an assassin to take out the enemy hero while I was fighting the troops, and it worked for me for a long time until I ran into Grimgore.
No, we
I
have
sent
not.
my hero around to
Phantom
assassinate
sheep.
Grimgore, and Grimgore just like beat him into the ground, and I was like, "Who is this guy?"
When does not assassinate Grimgore?
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Grimgore beats basically every other lord in the game in a fist fight. If they go in swinging range of him, it's just kind of his thing.
I think I ended up just like bogging him down with zombies and then killing the rest of his army till he gave up and left because I couldn't kill him.
Yeah, that's Grimgore. His only real weakness is that he's slow and he's on foot with no mount, so his only real weakness is you go fight somebody else, you walk away from him, and he can't catch you.
Yeah,
you put your lord
Grimgore
on
actually does
horseback
pretty
and you
well
just
right
don't
now
go
with
near
all of his
Grimgore.
buffs that he's gotten. He's hard to take down. A lot of it has to do with having like his items and stuff, and actually being able to like get his items like relatively fast. Grimgore versus Kolek.
Yeah, Outriders. Outriders are how you
I feel
kill
like he
him.
freaking smashes.
Guns on horseback.
Yeah, we did get it on turn 6. That's nice. I feel like. Well, I wonder if I can actually get into my army over here with this agent. Like, if I can get to here, I might be able to get him into the army. I'm not sure. But yeah, freaking Grimgore would smash Kolek's face in, because Kolek is good against, like, multiple targets. Grimgore just has really high stats.
Ada and us.
Oh, I gotta wait another turn anyways. Okay, yeah, this works. Forgot, I don't have enough movement. Okay, cool, so I will have my agent for this as well.
The climate is
Tyrion versus Sigvald, winner fights Grimgore. Tyrion is also wild. I'm pretty sure he loses, or freaking Sigvald loses to Tyrion. If he's dismounted, probably. He's mounted, maybe Sigvald could pull it out.
Are you pumped? This is my climate.
Somebody else is diplomacying. All the hypotheticals are on foot. Yeah, I think Tyrion still wins versus Sigvald on foot. Tyrion versus Grimgore is a close fight, I feel like. Tyrion's stats are just absolutely wild. Did you get the Ashlander, his upper class dark elf waifu yesterday? I did. I did. And then I went and talked to Uncle
Is it
again,
hot?
and I had to give him a kiss, but he has now voted for me for Hortator. That's true. He did say her booty was not big enough. And then, yeah, then that also happened. Morrowind's a wild game. And like I was saying last night, the fact that that is part of the main quest for Morrowind, like, you want to do the main quest, you can't go around that. You have to do that quest. So, yeah. Welcome to Morrowind. Everybody's a freaking weirdo. Well, actually, I wouldn't say everybody's a weirdo, but I would say that a lot of people in power are weirdos. Which
Dude, all
is
these auto battles, we're
pretty
gonna get to
reasonable.
like the finale of this, turn 75. We're gonna get into our first real battle. I'm gonna be like, all right, time to learn how to play Mazamundi.
That's more or less how these faction, or like how these multiplayer games go. Lots and lots of auto battle. I would encourage between day like 2 and 3 that you just like load up your save or do a single player and just fight the AI a few times so you get the hang of your units. If you're not already familiar with them.
All right. Eugene over here. Stillman. No.
Death becomes me.
Well, it's a big empty world out there. Mitch is taking a while. That's concerning. He had me at the casting couch and only asked for a kiss. I mean, true. I don't think that makes it any better. Just like when the slave lady was like, oh yes, I would actually like to be wed to this guy. It doesn't necessarily make the transaction any better. Like, from a moral standpoint. Yeah, we also can't check on Mitch because he doesn't have a stream going. Who's on what team? So it's myself, Mitch, and Lexi, and then Muckluck, Bombjus, and Fairlight. Sciences are freaking out. Oh, you still in the swings of COVID right now, Winkle?
This is my climate.
Good guy, Nerevar. I was a little bit concerned by how long that turn took.
Oh. Okay, cool. Let it crash somebody.
Alright, sounds good, Winkle. You got a sore throat and it's so annoying. I hate sore throat so much. One, because it hurts. But two, you also then are sitting there like, oh, I'm gonna get some other freaking sickness as well. So this is just the beginning of the suffering. At least with things like coughing, you're like, well, the sickness is probably almost over. Like, coughing is still really irritating and can result in a sore throat, but, like, at least you know it's on the way out. Oh no, the Skeggy are going after Muckluck. The Skeggy are freaking horrifying, honestly. That's one of the things that makes playing Master Monday annoying, is the Skeggy. That being said,
Is my
I'm thinking about Legendary, so I don't know, like, how
Now we go.
wild they are
Is it hot?
on normal, but on Legendary, holy crap, are they irritating.
This is where ASAP commands.
I'm just gonna let people do their thing for a second before I go, like, clicky all the buttons. leaky tear with a sore throat. Be the top player in this. Well, I did win the last free-for-all that I was in. But we've got some pretty decent players here as well. Like, Fairlight's good. Lexi is good. But Lexi's on my side, which is helpful. Bomb Juice is good. Muckluck is good depending on what faction he's on. Yeah, so everybody here is like experienced to some extent, right?
Liberus shall rise again. Kill for Asa. I claim this team.
So yeah, I feel like there's lots of competition here. I can't just like walk away with anything. Like people are going to give me a challenge for sure. Oh, I got 2 points on that. That's Indomitable Will. Alright, so now he is dying, which means he has to come back and try to kill me here next turn.
Bring me Neferata's head.
And all of my good units are still high health. So we should be fine. Hero is Steve. Steve! Auto simulator, especially when you're on normal, wasn't Warhammer 2 Legendary. Yeah. The normal thing is basically to try to like force players to end up fighting each other and not it just be like constant freaking versus AI fights that are clearly going to be won by the player, right? Oh yeah, like it's definitely not a terrible idea, right? To like throw out there some manual battles just to kind of test the waters, right? The other problem with manual battles though is people do get to see what your army looks like.
How you holding up there, Muckluck?
I'm doing okay. I had 2 enemies at the beginning. I killed one of them. I'm working on the other. I actually just completed a quest and received 3 blessed units, and I'm honestly trying to find them. And you know what? Scratch that. I just found them. Blessed spawnings.
Blessed spawns can be pretty freaking strong.
He's at war with...
Yeah.
Okay, so he's still fighting that green skin guy, so hopefully he'll keep him on my back for another couple turns at least.
As long as
the
you
dwarves
have,
coming in at me could be an annoying issue, right?
As long as you have targets in front of you that you can keep sacking and fighting every turn, going into debt a little bit is okay. As long as you're sustaining yourself through conquest, you know, like sacking cities every turn.
Right.
Oh, and I don't know if you're doing this or have done this, but I would recommend you start with the Source building in your capital, right?
1 moment, I can check.
Hey, this is Skaven. That is owned by the Orc.
Yes.
This is all
yes, I did.
Skaven up here.
In one of your minor settlements, I would recommend building the tier 2 skink building, recruiting a skink chief for replenishment, and then demoing the building for so you can get a replenishment hero in Mazdamundi's army.
So one of the things I'm concerned about
Okay, I will take that advice.
would be in the late game is Bum just
early
building like a
replenishment
camp
heroes are king.
somewhere nearby to like threaten my capital, and because I only have
Speaking of which,
limited
I'm trying to do
armies,
an
I can't
exact
be
same
like,
thing to get a warrior priest here. as soon
oh,
as I
I'll just
can.
leave an army back here, right? I'm a little bit concerned about that sort of thing happening. Like he just rolls through and like sets a camp up somewhere like a couple turns away, and he just keeps freaking trying to deck my capital over and over again, or my other buildings in the back line. Because he starts over here, so he could definitely like swing through this way on his way to Bretonia, right? Just drop something. Yeah, just kind of abandon the area, I suppose. My armies are free. It would just screw up my, like, amount of units I can have, right? Lamia as a wild start overall. Yeah, I can't be... So, I'm getting Lamia on turn 7 now instead of on turn 3, but also I own this stuff down here too, so it's kind of a toss-up. So if I got that on turn 3, then I would have to spend the turns grabbing this, but that would allow more turns for Lamia to, like, level up, right? If I had got it on turn 3, which is really the big thing. But because we're, like I said, because we're playing against other players, I can't really do, like, super risky versus AI plays like I would normally. Well, I wouldn't even say that this fight is, like, super risky, like, against AI. I think it's fine. Like, you just need to know how to do it, right?
Gotta open some diplomacy real quick, okay?
Tomb Kings versus Lizards and Dwarves. Not a walk in the park, although on normal it'll help. Yeah.
Fairlight, earlier you mentioned that sometimes the games will like bug out and lock up. Do you have it like auto-saving each turn or anything?
It auto saves every time, at the end of every turn.
Gotcha.
So, no, you going one army at half health versus 3 armies and winning? Yeah, probably not, Kill Cannon. Lamia medium. Nice.
Question, if I've got a quest and I teleport there, don't like what I see and hit cancel, there's no negative consequences, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Well,
it doesn't use the
actually,
money either.
Technically, by doing so, you gain vision of the factions there. So if you get vision of someone who hates you, they may declare war on you even after you leave. But that's it.
So
And generally,
basically,
that's not enough of a downside to
we
be
picked
worth
the
the
other
risk.
side's factions is what happened. And then each side gets one veto to say, no, we're not playing that. Or nobody's playing that faction.
Quest
Like, the
complete.
veto counts for both sides.
Guess it wasn't a very hard one.
It was a Pyrrhic victory, so I'm pretty banged up, but I got my epic item and didn't lose anybody.
The early casket is from the rights
What
over
does
here.
this thing do?
For 5k, you get a casket of souls.
Oh, wow. I
They
think
don't
this
base
is the
just for the
first time I've
names.
ever played a faction where I did a quest, and instead of like an epic item, I got I say epic because it's purple, because of friggin' World of Warcraft, but I got a purple ancillary. Never seen that.
Shopti is tier 3. Boner Giant is tier 4. Yeah. He is... Yeah, he's up here. He's the Nekharan Citadel or whatever. The Cat Boys and the Hero Titans are all the way up in like, max tierage. Although technically it rates the Camarine War Sphinx and the Bone Giant as the same tier of unit as far as CA is concerned, but Kotep does not start with this Hero Titan anymore, no.
Well,
They
at least
they
I'm
took
not
it
the
away.
one who's holding up every turn this time around, so you guys can't keep roasting me for it.
They took that away, but
sorry.
they did make his campaign start easier.
Well, at the time that I said that, Mitch also hadn't readied up. It was a dual roast.
I was in a
No.
window, and I closed the window to see who you were talking about, and saw it was only me, and I'm like, oh, I'm getting roasted.
Well, now it's just you getting roasted.
Okay, I'm good.
How easy Hero Titan. Yeah, it's kind of sad not to have a Hero Titan, just from like a
I got
thematic
like 3
standpoint.
level ups that turn. I had to read Frog Talents.
The whole Warhammer 3 isn't always easier.
In,
Yeah, Warhammer
in
3
one
is
of
just
my,
an easier game than
I
Warhammer
can't remember
2.
if it happened during the actual campaign or during one of my test campaigns, but I was playing as Grombrindle, the White Dwarf. He has 4 legendary quest
Oh, the War Sphinx
battles
is
for
great,
his
yeah.
epic items. I did all 4 in one turn. Because his after battle clicking replenishment was basically filling him all the way back up again. So I just did all 4 back to back and he gained 10 levels.
Well then.
Woo! We
Jeez
triggered
Louise.
the ambush. Let's go. Oh, man, I almost want to fight these just for the spectacle of these ambushes, but that would be a waste of time, so.
I think I also saw
This is the early
Blueprints,
Grimgore warning system
Cascade,
speaking.
as
We have not
base carry
spotted
units
Grimgore
and
yet.
Kings. Never get any tier 5 unit before you get bored. I mean, fair, I guess.
And while we're at it, can we get an early Thorgrim warning system over there? Keep an eye on the dwarves, please.
Oh yeah, true. I feel like
High Queen Khalida.
I feel like on like as Nakai, I would just declare war on anybody and just fight through them and not care. But don't know if that's the best option as ogres. Ogres, me lord.
Oh yeah, the animations for the fights are awesome for the cat as
Could
well. Yeah.
one of you remind me what is the tax or deficit for each additional army?
The Asp.
It's only 1% on normal.
Yeah, pretty minimal on this month.
Vengeance.
I just unlocked the Rite of Awakening to make the Mage Priest heroes, and I was contemplating using it, but I couldn't remember how expensive that would be.
Even if you
Rise
use it,
again.
I don't think it recruits them right away, does it? It just puts them in a pool.
Yeah, it puts them in
Right,
a pool
but I
and then
would
you
use
recruit
it for the purpose of getting it.
Get the campaign movement range now that we actually can
Right,
use
well,
it.
I'm saying you should use it immediately regardless, so that you have them in the pool for later and it starts your cooldown.
them. Yeah, that makes sense.
Anything going on over here? No, that's
It
all.
unlocks
just-
him to recruit. It does not automatically recruit him, so you won't get a new army, but then you can just click to summon him at any city later.
As long as you
Roger
get
that.
hit by sandstorm. Okay, yep.
Fully Baras. Strike
Finish this
at
guy
them.
off, I guess. Nobody was doing anything, so I'll just do this real quick.
To battle.
Yeah, we could grab the canonic jars here.
Hunger.
Lexi, have you played Kislev before?
I have not, no.
Thank God.
Scream.
The smallest of W's.
The Queen
Well,
returns.
SFW.
Okay.
Just a little W as a treat.
Just a little W.
Bullets and bears, all you need to know.
Oh my God. Look at how obese that ogre is. Ugh.
The goddess wills it.
I wish I could build another army to go grab this crap. There's so much stuff probably sitting in the ocean, like right over here. I just can't go get it. Oh, wait, SFO? Yeah.
Asap smiles.
Not sure if I can handle this right now.
Not.
I think we make our way down there.
I deign
I unmuted when I responded to you, right, Bomja?
You were. I didn't hear anything. I didn't even hear you laugh at my smallest of W joke.
We begin.
Oh,
No,
you when
kidding.
you asked if I played
No, you
Kislev?
weren't- You weren't muted. You weren't muted.
Oh, okay. Someone in chat was like, by the way, I don't know if you heard Bomb just asked you a question. I'm like, I thought I just responded to it.
The goddess of
How dare you.
vengeance.
Just recruited another
appears.
lord forehead. Trust me, trying to play Wood Elves, we have one unit of treants out ever really makes the game hard. Yeah.
Fairlight and Bomb Juice, I want to ask y'all's opinion on something. I'm at the last settlement for my current opponent, which is fortified enough that there's walls and stuff.
Yeah.
My army's at like half strength right now. I could
Okay.
do the thing where I have
Never get Ironbrow to
my
like me.
one guy army siege it, and so that my main one can do in camp.
Okay.
But
All right, I'll be
that
right
would
back, chat.
probably drag me into a battle next turn where I'm at like half
Is-
strength.
Is there an enemy lord in the city?
Yes.
Do they have? How many units do they have in the army?
The Lord is alone, and then it's the
Okay.
garrison behind the wall.
How many units are in the garrison?
Just a moment. 16.
That's a lot of units. And this is Norska or this is Slanesh?
Norska.
Okay.
So I can back up and recover health, and then just come back to this.
I'm
on a
pretty
future
sure if that garrison sallies out, they will win the auto resolve versus you.
Which
Which-
would mean I would need to manual
Retreat.
it, which then I might lose because
Yes.
Lexi
You
should
Now,
or something.
how?
You should back up to friendly territory.
Yep.
Have a secondary lord. Back up to friendly territory, so you're healing, go into ambush stance, and then have a secondary lord stand on you, so they see the solo guy, and they're like, "Oh, kill him," and they walk into your ambush.
Now, that would definitely be that is also the play that I would agree with. However, it is possible that the closest friendly territory is still chaos attrition.
I'm not taking. Oh shoot! I ran out of movement. This could have been done better. I have backed up a little bit, but I wasn't able to reach friendly territory.
I would so if you're not taking chaos attrition in your territory right now, I would force march back to friendly to get the replenishment for that turn, and then I would.
I pulled up your stream to see what's going on. 1,000% force march to your own territory.
All right.
Get
But
out
not
of
that,
there.
not that. You don't have to go that far though. Make sure.
I
Alright,
mean,
'cause
I could still reach it on the next turn.
Okay, you can. Okay, good. I don't know how bad Mazmani's movement is.
All right. Well, it seems like
Yeah,
nothing.
Like, I
for
was like,
me
oh, this is the
important
last of
happened
my enemy
anyways.
opponent, so I went in for the kill, and I was like, I'm not sure if I can do this right now.
Yeah, that's a big garrison there. You're not going to run
Yeah,
them over very
Treekin are
easily.
the sorcerer ones.
He's going to recruit like 2 or 3 units. If you can bait him into attacking a solo lord and walking into Mastamundi's ambush, that would get him out of the way. But yeah, like as soon as Mastamundi heals for 1 turn, on the following turn you just go into encampment stance and you
Treants
sit
are the
outside his town with
big
your
guys.
main army camping, while you
And
have
the
like
solo guy it does the siege, yeah.
yes.
Yeah, if I do it on the
Yep.
next turn, I can bring the life priest I just recruited also. Okay.
Yep.
These guys,
Yeah.
the tree men.
Because all you got to be worried about
This-
really is making sure that garrison
And then
doesn't have a
also
victory
you
on
can
you
have
and
them as-
auto-resolve.
Ancient tree men for
And that's
the
it.
lords or whatever.
This is the cheese.
This is the cheese. The big cheddar.
Muckluck is fighting the intuitive campaign gameplay. I feel for him. Yeah. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm wasting 4 turns to take 1 settlement because it's off on an island.
You know, in my 200 hours in this game, I've never gone like across the ocean without like teleporting or something. I've never had a long boat trip.
Well,
My guy is just like 3 inches away, but because it takes a turn to like land on the shore and then it takes a turn to get back in the boat and move again, it's gonna take like multiple turns just to sail over and kill this guy.
Proof that 3 inches is a vast distance.
don't
Literally
forget.
huge.
You heard it here.
No survive ogres. Oh, that's a friendly army. Oh, we're saved.
A great victory.
Oh, it's so refreshing for my dino boys when I see the actual corrupted land start to fade into lush jungle.
That's huge. I remember back in Warhammer 2, like you'd take Chaos Corruption as Mazdamundi for like years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was legit surprised at the beginning when I was like on turn 2. I had a Slaanesh army to my left and a Norska army on my right. And I'm like, who are you people? Like, no one else I've played had 2 enemies coming at them that early.
Mastamundi was one of my first ever campaigns,
30 units. Passive regeneration.
and it was a
for
co-op
a
campaign with my
standard.
teammate
Nice.
playing the Wood Elves.
They
At the
recruit
time,
30
I didn't
new
understand
units.
the power
I wonder if I
difference
can
between those 2 factions.
I could probably cycle.
So I was just
Uh-huh.
sitting there thinking, man, I really suck at the game. Why is my teammate making 100,000 a turn and I'm making like 2K when he has like 7 armies and I have 1?
Morathi could be your secret ally here. I would have to be able to like see her.
Oh, it just lets me attack this directly from the water? Well, that saves time.
There's definitely some factions that make way less money than others.
Generate some income here. Wonder how Lankari's doing. I mean, more, and she's probably going to just turn them
Man, if
because
you guys were
they
gonna
get too
give,
close.
were gonna
Oh
give
yeah,
me a
yeah.
faction that
It
I
is
played
normal
before, I feel
though,
like I
so
would rather had Aranessa. I'm
Bring
quaking in my
me
boots about what's gonna happen with
Hey.
Grimgore later.
Just kill him early.
Just kill Grimgore.
just kill Grimgor.
Yeah, come on, Nobblers, we're going on a journey.
It's just like, just kill the Batman. Like, what's wrong with you?
It's simple.
It's simple. We kill the Batman.
We kill Grimgor, yes.
Answer your queen.
All right. So I wonder.
spot
I'm gonna
them yet?
check and see if I can like cycle these units here. These are all like we'll combo these guys together, or we won't. Hold on. Considering Wrathia said to be insanely beautiful,
Chat just
we
go-
know how much
Just
cover.
kill him, forehead.
Yep.
Okay,
I mean, that
new
would solve
question.
your problem.
I'm at that fort we were discussing last turn. It says close victory. The auto resolve button is blocked. Why can I not attempt to use that?
That means you don't have a siege weapon in the army leading the charge, which means
Yeah.
you probably have your solo lord leading the charge.
Mm-hmm.
If you need him to disengage and have like Master Mundi do it, because I think
Or-
Master Mundi himself is a siege.
And you
Or,
know
before you
all of the
disengage,
Slanesh magic.
You could also continue siege, and then Mazdamundi should be able to trade units with the sieging lord. And if you have a siege attacker in Mazdamundi's army, you could rent that
Got a
unit out
Bastiladon that
to your
starts
other
in it.
lord.
That's
Yeah, the
true,
Bastiladon should be able to do it.
Yeah, you just have Master Mundi hand a unit to the other guy that can break the gate down in one turn. Check your check the. You start with a big Bastiladon in
Wrath-
your army, right?
Marathi's
Yeah,
been around
there's
a
a
hot
healing
minute.
one.
See if it has the trait Siege Attacker.
Gods
It should.
Actually, I don't have enough movement to do a unit trade, so it's not an option.
Okay.
I will check, just out of curiosity,
The
though.
goddess wills
It would look like an orange exploding icon underneath their
rise
stats.
again.
Yeah,
It has
it
it,
does
yeah.
have it, yes.
Okay.
Well, if you're gonna take the fight anyway this turn, which means you'll own the city, you could take Mazdamundi out of encamp stance to trade that unit.
Also, the guy who's on the city,
Hopefully-
he might have movement if he just let,
Hopefully that
cancel the
waiting for
attack,
player
grab the
thing is
unit,
not
and then reattack.
actually
These
me
are
like
all
causing people to
options.
wait. Because sometimes it's
Yeah, or
really
like your chat suggested, you could
not
just siege
specific
him for a
as
turn,
to-
which would increase your
to
auto
who
resolve
is
chances.
causing the problems.
Climate is irrelevant.
If you can build a ram
I
in
did
one
the
turn,
last
though.
campaign,
I don't
so
know
we
if
should
an
be
empty
fine,
lord
but-
can build
No,
a ram in one turn.
Empty Lord takes 4 turns
Yeah.
to build a ram.
I mean, your best,
okay.
your best.
All right,
solution,
I'll take some of that. Hang on, I'll try some of what you said.
Your best solution is probably just take Master Mundi out of camping stance,
Yeah.
so that he gets that extra bit of movement, and just have him hand the one unit over to the other guy.
Or
Agreed.
if I'm taking him out of encamp stance, I could just have him hit the city.
Oh, that's well. I mean, if you had
there you
that option in the first place,
I was so fixated on the encamp stance thing because the attrition, I forgot.
Climate.
When people are in menus trading units between armies,
lot
or
of
using
factors at
diplomacy,
play.
or not clicking
man
dilemmas
with
and
cannon
such.
pointed at city,
Yeah,
trying to
so
figure
sometimes
out
it
how
like
to unlock
flashes on the
front door.
side, like down here as well.
It's a dinosaur, all right. It's different. I know
Which
how to
is
reload
probably
the
still
cannon.
the same thing, but you know, sometimes
He was
it
checking under rocks for keys.
tells you it's one person and it's
Forgot
actually
the
a different
password to
person.
this gate that all my cannons are pointed at, and I can't figure out how to open it.
Oh, it was password the whole time. Out of curiosity, have y'all done anything other than just occupy? Like, do y'all ever like sack it and then occupy it?
I usually don't
Um,
sack or loot the first 2 provinces that I take
Agreed.
because, yeah, like your first 2 provinces will probably grow to be your economic base and your recruitment base, respectively.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's worth tearing them down just to spend that money to build them back up.
Like you need the growth. You need the growth slots in Skeggy to make like Hexawaddle tier 5, for example, or the building slots.
A lot of times early as well, like if you're going to actually take the place, like sacking or whatever,
Oh,
will the buildings will be more expensive to fix than what you got out of it in the first place. So that's
Yeah.
another problem.
Sorry, Skeggy is its own capital, right? Not Hexawaddle. My bad.
But if it's a random city in my way while I'm on my way somewhere, it's getting sacked.
Yeah, or if some lords like who have bonuses to sacking will get like will just like like generate cash out of the ether with the city below, like it's not shouldn't be worth that much.
Stacking cheese is some high art for rogue factions or occupation, or before you raise both. Did it on Chaos Dwarfs because it didn't want further contact on that side. First sack, then raise and leave.
The
Right? Yeah.
mole.
You can't bait the AI into freaking blowing up their own army with raised settlements anymore, though, with the new system. I mean, you can make them make their army tired, I guess, if you want to try to take it, which is still an advantage, right? But you can't, like, have them be like, oh, look, a raised settlement. I'm going to take that. And then have them lose 50% of their army, and then you walk in and just blow them up.
Iron will.
Honestly, I think the armies being exhausted thing makes a lot more sense for, like, taking over a settlement and losing, like, 50% of your dudes or whatever. And it stops you from just, like, walking around with a single lord trying to take settlements so you can, like, pay money instead of losing all your units when you do it. Just half your army quits on the spot. Yeah, right. Yeah, it makes more sense that you would use your army to, like, build things up, so then settlers would come in and take over. Not that literally half your army would just, like, become the settlers, right? Like, that might make sense for some factions, but definitely not all factions. And also it like makes more sense for, like, certain classes of units too, so it's just kind of weird. Well, the dwarves are absolutely pooping all over.
You gotta love it when the AI attacks you with
Freaking
both of their
orcs.
armies, and it's a close victory.
Nice.
I will.
What happened to
I
that
will take
terrible
that.
auto resolve for the ogres?
Well, it's versus zombies, so.
That does help.
Yep. Turns out.
If my experience with Gorst has told me anything, it's that zombies lose every auto resolve but win every manual.
Yep. Too bad for Gorst. I will not be meeting him on the field.
Eeh, 100% nightmare. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Fighting
no,
dwarves with, like,
that's
no
an
armor
ambush.
piercing is gonna be rough.
Hey.
Oh. Well then.
From you or to you?
Oh, from me.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, and Helman Gorst is in march stance.
That's what I needed.
That's what I like to
Negative 10
see.
growth. Thanks, video game.
Okay.
Okay, this is definitely Skaven.
I'm sorry, this is just funny. I'm getting a story like dilemma pop up that is telling me
Yes.
it's telling me because so many of the Empire's talented hunters have gone with me to Lustria that the deer population in the Empire is exploding out of control and it's eating people's crops, creating problems back home. And it's like, bro, you're having troubles with deer. I'm fighting Bastillodons and Stegodons out there.
Nice.
You weren't there
Confident
in
people can't
Lustria.
handle the deer army.
Okay, wait. Anybody that's done a Marcus campaign can tell me which province would be better for me to have increased favor with? Because it tells me I get increased favor, but it doesn't tell me what they actually give me. I know that, like, one of these provinces gives you knights, one of the provinces gives you infantry, one of them gives you artillery, but I don't know which one's which.
Haven't played them.
Are you
So,
Okay, well, I'll just
my-
let's take this one.
Enkari player has just informed me he now owns roughly half of Ulthuan.
No!
No, wrong one. A tank? I can get a tank already? Turn 10.
The Shadow Book is over here, which is pretty good.
Holy cow, dude. Franz loves you. Goddamn.
So Fairlight can get a tank early.
Does it tell you
Fairlight, check
upkeep is
the
true,
super
but
secret private chat when you get a sec.
His upkeep's gonna be wild.
Oh, but the Hellstorm auto resolve though. Oh, a grenade. Nah, you gotta take me gunnery school, dude. That auto resolve is crazy.
Yep.
This
Yep.
is my climate.
Extra army book.
That's wild. You know, I thought Marcus would be a tough campaign, but I'm pretty sure you can auto anything on the planet now that you have 3 grenade launchers or whatever in your army.
I mean, when the other team was like, one of you has to play Marcus, I was just like, oh, you're gonna force me to play Empire? Oh no, please don't.
Just wait till you see the parties that are going on back home, though.
Team up with Marathi to smash the lizards.
The rest of the Empire's having a great time without Marcus there.
Talk on it, man. The FOMO.
All right, who is this?
Hey, Fairlight, check your check the private message.
Morgan.
Tell me if you have any objections to that.
I'm not actually sure what you're saying. I don't think this warrants a whole lot of secrecy. All I'm saying is like, you should
Okay.
all I'm saying is you should take one settlement that you don't intend to keep, whether it's Grey Rock or any of those other ones to the west, like any of Marathi's stuff. Like take one city to use as a bargaining chip in case she declares war on you, because then you can trade it back to her for a peace treaty. You know, it gives you leverage.
Actually, not anybody there.
You don't want to give her one of your actual good cities in your own climate, right?
Gotcha.
So you,
okay.
so you want to take a crappy city to give back to her. Which one you take is purely a matter of convenience. Like whichever one is the least out of your way to grab. Like you don't want to waste too much time.
That
with it.
complicates
It's just kind of
things.
like, oh, and if you're not at war with her, then you probably don't want to declare war.
Oh yeah. Also, I want to check
Yeah,
and see
any of these would involve
if
declaring
I'm
war
actually
and
gaining
going
more
out of my way
units
by, like,
for the
4 or 5
quest
turns.
by doing this.
On Marathi or on some minor faction?
That is okay.
If it's on some crappy minor faction that no one cares about, then the war doesn't matter.
Jesus
But
Christ, these pop-ups. I can't even read it.
Yeah.
You probably
Yeah,
don't
he
want
does.
to get into war with Marathi until you're ready.
I'm curious if to try to
So,
take
There's, what is this?
Granite
Dark
Massif.
Elves Cult of
and
Pleasure
exhaust his own
is
army out?
a lot of the stuff north of me, and then there's Dark Elves Sildra Tor is one single province that I could kill them, but they might have allies.
Gotcha.
Yes, they do have allies. Okay.
Well,
Hold on.
I'll leave it up to you to like make your own best judgment. Like, don't get into wars you don't need. But on the other hand, if it's like a
Go over
minor
here.
faction that only has one city to begin with, that's not much of a war. That's just
Right.
you evicting them and taking what you want. So
But they are allied with the surrounding stuff, so I'm just
I
gonna leave it
get a
for
lot
now.
of. I get more archers, but I don't think more archers actually really helps me here. I do sort of need some kind of front line. Grab a couple more guys like that. My armor piercing is.
Alright, as a non-Slanesh player, if I get like a Slanesh cult established in one of my cities, can I spot them and remove them, or are they undetectable?
I don't think you can get.
Can't
rid of them.
remember. What is-
Mm,
what do we
teammates.
got?
Times.
I tagged you, Mitch, too, but teammates, which of those is better?
Well, every Empire city needs its red light district, so
I would say the first one.
I am honestly not sure. Those are probably the two that I have the least experience with.
Noted. Okay. I went with the first one.
kill
Both are-
Archaon yet?
Both are
I'm
kind
about
of okay,
to.
but Campus is so
Man's
much
in
better.
full march,
Yeah.
heading my way currently.
Okay. Yeah, I prefer Tempest as well, but I mean, Ice does have some okay stuff in it. Like Ice Sheet could be situationally useful.
Damn.
Yeah, Hailstorm, particularly early on, is super useful because, you know, AoE stuff falling from the sky, beating you in the head is pretty freaking good. It's pretty freaking handy, right?
Yeah, fairly. If I show up with like 2 armies, you can't, or like an army.
Kind of
and a
like
half, you can't hold it against me.
the piercing bolts or whatever.
It's okay. Mitch is doing some weird crap that I don't know how it works because I don't play Inkari. I'm just expecting Inkari himself to pop up at my capital and burn it down.
Yeah. I love my boy Greasus, but
I'm really curious
it's
what
always
these
a
dwarves
roll
are
of
gonna
dice,
do.
man. It's like, oh, I survived Grimgore. Zhao Ming's mad at me. Oh, I survived Zhao Ming. Guess what, Kugath?
I was doing like a test run of Greasus at one point, and Grimgore came down, stood
Yeah.
like on my capital, but he wasn't actually at war with me. He was just like looking at it, and I was too busy south fighting
Kugath and vampires.
I was fighting Gorst, yeah. And so while I was down
Like
south
this
fighting
fort,
Gorst, he just walks up to my
Thork.
capital, looks at it, and then he walks
Mine
past
will.
it and killed somebody else. And I just breathed the
Thork
biggest sigh
at
of
war
relief.
with anybody?
Yeah.
I don't know if Thork's actually at war with anybody here.
Is irrelevant.
That's how it is sometimes.
Can't equip that to. Alright, equip it to
The
this guy.
goddess
There we go.
wills it.
Gorsht.
You're like, you're Lord Dirk von Swole.
Is it hot?
Alright, it's on Heart of Winter, good as well. I'll play some more Tempest next time, quick as love. Yeah, Heart of Winter is pretty okay too. Again, I feel like it's kind of a toss-up.
Snakes like
Arcane wisdom.
This guy is level 9,
Greetings. What do you
and he's not at
require?
war with anybody. Which is a problem. I feel like if I take Granite Massif right now, he's just going to, like, run at me.
the climate is irrelevant.
I also have lizards to my south. It is possible I could go beat up on Ratmen, and that would cause the dwarves to be like, oh yeah, you're kind of cool, I guess. Yeah. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time right now. It's a problem. How long to the next army? 2 turns.
Death becomes me.
I think I'm just gonna walk north and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I need to fight more fights.
Forward!
None of these. These are all followers, right? Yeah, that's all followers.
Asap smiles on us.
Um... 810,000 for an army capacity.
Is it hot?
Pretty big.
Snakes like.
I've got a quest to recruit 30 units, so I'm just cycling
High Queen
bone boys as I'm walking here.
Are you parched?
Goes at 10% every time. Yeah, I don't know if that's different on normal or not. What do these guys do again? It's been a while. What's your infantry? Plus sound for tomb scorpions. Oh yeah, the armor piercing missile damage one. Maggot deployment. Large. Armor to Tomb Guard, weapon strength Tomb Guard. That one's really good. Frenzy, good. Death Bow for Skeleton Warriors, Spearman, Tomb Guard. Pretty nice
I'm
too.
gonna do a little testing of the quest
I think
battle
probably
waters real quick.
Herald here. Who I should grab.
Okay.
Particularly because I might need to. I might need
I
to
can
fight.
already do my quest battle.
I might need to fight
Very nice.
the dwarves. So
Yoink.
beastmen are awesome. I like playing beastmen even when people are like beastmen suck. I think I got two guys here that want to freaking
Is irrelevant.
beat my butt. Frankly, serves me slightly. We're playing as Kalita.
My climate.
I feel like I've wasted a couple of turns right now because this Granite Massif place. I expected there to be Skaven there, but there wasn't. I should have just pushed north immediately. That was a mistake. Hopefully it won't come back to bite me.
So, if you've like finished Marcus's campaign, does it make the like hostility mechanic and all that go away?
I got one flank that's not crappy. Giant ass ocean.
I got no idea.
Oh no! I just realized my short victory campaign is one of the things is destroy
Kill
Hexaudle.
Hexawaddle.
Yeah, so I can't get it.
Answer your queen.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Unbending.
Try.
We
Wait a
had no
second.
idea. Wow.
Yeah, and before Greece is
Faraline's
just
about to get
sailing
froggy.
over here.
Muck, I'm sorry, but I'm winning this campaign with or without you.
Unfortunately, it looks like it's without.
You gotta go.
Lamia is about to level up too, which would be helpful because then I can level up the Crypt Barracks. To get even more freaking Tomb Guard out of the deal.
So,
Snakes.
is your hostility mechanic gonna like screw? Are we all doomed to die horrible
You're doing
death?
cause. Ours attention
don't
is
know.
terrible and underwhelming, but fighting the
I haven't
battles
done.
are
I haven't
decisive.
seen how
Yes,
Marcus's
and they're like
hostility
fun.
feels late game.
It's like having
But
super fast units.
So far, it just seems to be giving me
is
like
pretty
tier 5
freaking
units
cool.
very early. Now, when this enemy dino army spawns here on the next turn and comes after me, and I see that it's got like 4 Carnosaurs in it, maybe I'll change my tune.
Nah, you got your fucking grenade launcher auto resolve. You're good.
If Jesse the Fairlight is able to deal with
I've also got Mitch over here with a hero like
It's,
sticking cults in my cities, and I don't know exactly what they do. So after today, when we're done tonight, I gotta go start up an Enkari campaign and go plant these cults in cities and
If
read
you
what they do.
want a Great experience. I am here for your people.
Uh-huh.
We've heard that Marcus is a little strict on the discipline, so we're here to liven up the evenings.
You can't
Honestly,
no,
just don't spread any like STDs to my guys. That and by that I mean sexually transmitted demons. Please don't.
Do your guys use protection like holy water?
If only I was Aranessa, I could make a crabs joke.
It's alright, Volkmar is also succumbing to my whims.
research 8 technologies. Oh, that'll be nice and easy.
Bring me Barata's head.
It's fine, it's fine.
Wait, what? I just got a random event. It's like, hey, here's a hero you can't make yet. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yep. Early hero rolls are
Nice.
nice when they
I
happen.
think I can recruit 4. Whoa,
Which
okay,
one
1,
is it?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I
Beastcaster.
can recruit 6
We
people
call it a
here.
W in the business.
Camp the business.
Are you
The
hurt?
problem with kicking this many people is I'm worried that the dwarves will then decide that I am the person they want to kill. What is their strength rank? 30. What's my strength rank?
Okay.
Oh wait, I think that's a diplomacy too, isn't it? 94. Okay. I guess it really probably doesn't matter.
It said like a big enemy army dino spawn thing was gonna happen, but it's happening in a Bretonian city. Can it be angry Bretonians coming after me?
Oh, Bretonia.
Each army is gonna have like 20. Yeah.
Albrecht shows up on a Carnosaur. Oh, freaking Kugath, man. I hate you!
Shall rise again.
All right, we're
That is why.
gonna see what happens. See if the dwarves declare war on me for doing that. They might. I will get another army next turn, though. Bretoni is never angry, just disappointed. I don't know. The night's getting pretty wild. And I don't mean the time of day.
Like the heat.
How close are we on this quest now? Okay, so that'll put us over. That'll put us over, so the next army we'll make will get us this quest completed. Which would be nice, because we get the standard of the Undying Legion, which gives us armor and passive regeneration on whatever unit I put it on.
Are you parched?
Jeez Louise, the freaking viewbot bots are going after the channel right now. They're like, oh look, a person that has more than 10 viewers, quickly. Just after a car's warranty? Yeah, I can believe that. Is this guy at war with anybody either? I should probably check that. Oh wait, I can't. Dan, turn thing up. Nope, they're not currently at war with anybody either. Alright, well we got 2 AI factions that are not currently at war with somebody, which is pretty concerning. Yeah, the minor Skaven died, though. I did get a little bit of diplomacy with him before that happened, though, by being like, I will help you destroy the Skaven, and then he, like, destroyed the Skaven. To make somebody car warranty.
The climate is irrelevant.
I'm gonna freaking car warranty you to next week. Yeah, so a lot of it's going to depend on if Fairlight can just auto-calculate his way through, like, Itza or whatever. If Wolfheart could auto-calculate his way through Itza, he's going to have a lot of stuff come the final fights. But he still has to build in Lustria and get stuff over to Bretonia, so that's pretty far away. And also, the Empire is susceptible to a lot of stuff if the battle becomes disorganized, essentially. Hey, Zephyr. If I go fight the... So that's the hope. I'm hoping that if I fight the Skaven, both the Lizardmen and the Dwarves are like, oh, you're killing Skaven? That sounds great. And then they'll just leave me alone.
This is my climate.
Till Everest of pizza. 4 turns of recruiting, 7+ turns of boating. Yeah, he's a long ways away. We have an Enkari right there as well to help. At least I have free global recruiting. It does take longer, but at least, you know, as Tomb Kings, I can global recruit for free. I think so, Zephyr. I think so.
Snakes like the
Taking the gashes here, you get the Tomb King bonus. True, I have to get all my way up there, and then I also need to not have Rhesus mess me up, right? Rhesus probably has the biggest problem. He can't get a good camp up around turn 30ish in Empire Land. Yeah, he's like Scrag is probably the worst of the two Ogre Lords, but he starts so much closer to the objective. He could actually get a camp someplace decent, but if Bomb just is going to get a
Guys, I'm
camp,
just trying to get some non-aggression packs here,
even
and everyone's
close.
like, sure, for 10,000 gold. I'm like, what the heck? Why does everybody hate the frog?
They know you have a gold mine.
Oh my gosh.
He also has troubles with pizza delivery. And so I feel like Rhesus almost has to like bum rush towards the
Well,
Empire.
we are about to have some big PvP.
Oh boy!
So
Oh,
Fairlight
snap.
is coming after my capital.
Yeah. I decided
Yeah,
Hexottle's got to go for that short
One of my
victory.
units is bugged and it thinks it's in March stance when it isn't. So I can't retreat it.
How so?
It wasn't in March stance, but the game thinks that it is.
No, I mean, like, what is the enemy doing? Are they attacking your army or attacking a settlement near it?
They're attacking an army outside a city. The army
Gotcha.
wasn't in March, but I'd transferred units and I think it bugged it.
Gotcha. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I don't think I've ever seen someone hit take control so fast.
I didn't get in here. Because
Yeah.
Celestial used all the macro.
Well,
or all the macro.
Given that he's already
Sure,
over here harassing me with heroes, I get some early revenge. I'm here for it.
It lets me join either team?
We didn't lock the
Yeah.
teams in the lobby. It's just a verbal thing, right?
Okay.
So as mechanically speaking, this is a free for all.
I'm honestly surprised it gave you a.
So I can join Mitch's team and just drag his troops into the grinder. Got it.
Well, he chooses which units you get to control.
I didn't know
Oh, never give Mitch units.
that. I did not know
I
that.
thought it would.
Or not
I
Mitch.
thought it actually.
My
I
fault.
thought it actually give you a worse. Oh, that's a bad reinforcement spot. Well, I guess it's not the worst reinforcement spot actually.
Winds of Death on that spot.
I wish.
I mean, kind of. Tyrion's starting mage is a Heaven's Mage. It's not Winds of
Yeah,
Death, but
it
Comet of Cassandora is pretty freaking close.
Winds of
All of
Comets!
unfortunately, all of its points are in boost income. Sorry.
Bruh. Well, Comet of Cassandora is in the second half of the skill tree anyway, so the best you'd be able to get is Uranus Thunderbolt, which isn't that great.
I have never played on this map before.
All right,
so
well,
for a while-
given that the outcome of this battle will probably be quite impactful for your early game, I will go ahead and have us do split comms. As per the usual rules, the attackers will position first, since I can see your units. I don't know if you can see mine.
I cannot.
And per the previous campaign's last second adjustment of reinforcement spots is not allowed. That is extremely stupid. So put them where you want them and then leave them there. All right, I'm gonna split. Good luck. You can ready up when you're good to go. Space.
All right. Well, this is exciting.
That was very annoying
Yeah, that
believe
is
it.
really.
because I didn't march. I swapped units to her from an army that had marched partially.
Oh,
But the
interesting.
Lord
I wonder
wasn't-
if it
the Lord
carried
wasn't in march stance, and I've never seen this bug before. But here
Yeah.
we are. The good thing is Slanesh does very, very well against range units. And I stole his cav. Downside is he does have 2 large birds.
Do you have any range to be able to kill those birds?
No.
This is a problem with Slanesh, yeah.
This is a problem with Slanesh, but all of my units have pretty good charge bonus and are not affected by terrain.
Can they go through water?
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
All of my units basically have Strider, which means that they ignore speed penalties in terrain.
They will... They...
Alright.
I can't remember if they still take the ability point, like, reductions
I am
as well
actually
for
going
being
to
in water.
I'm going to give y'all this starting army. Which of y'all is more comfortable with micro on stuff?
I
I-
really like hunting archers with cav, personally.
Lexi, you go ahead and get those, and then you're going to hide in the trees.
Okay, combat penalties are reduced as well. Alright, yeah, we're
probably
good.
Up in here.
I couldn't remember. Strider got changed a couple times. I couldn't remember if it actually took away combat penalties or
You
just...
are
or if
fast.
it's
Are
just
you worried
movement.
about them rushing, though, that reinforcement point?
Oh yeah. They're going to.
Okay.
Row 3, make the army that hasn't moved the
they are
fatigue of the
going to.
unit that has moved.
It's going to hurt.
Yeah.
We're gonna make the best of it that we can.
All right.
Actually, let me see if I can move this anymore to get anything. 440 is this 302. Okay, as long as I don't go around that corner, that ain't bad.
Takes a whole extra minute just around the corner.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it takes 2 minutes to round the corner.
Jeez Louise.
You come over here.
So that's just very bad at directions. Yeah, they just... Like, you want me to go where? What? Do what?
Okay.
That's not what I signed up for.
344 on that one. 305 on that one.
I wasn't here to do land navigation.
Because I think if we can get the whole army on, we can get enough flanking off to make a lot of problems.
Right.
So I think that... Oh wait, no, because that other army in the back is absolute trash, but maybe it'll bait them into going for it. It's the garrison of a city I just took.
Yeah, I mean, the army's trash, but also so is the army that they have. It's all a lot of tier 1 trash, too.
Yeah, and I stole their knights.
Oh, planning
They
a
do have the
COD campaign, but
birds.
heavily modded.
They have
Gotcha.
like an eagle and a phoenix.
Are you doing,
Phoenix
like-
is going to put in a lot of work.
Just going, like,
Yeah,
straight
the
up
Phoenix is gonna
SFO?
be
Or,
scary.
are you, like, doing, like, a lot of individual
At
mods?
this point, we are playing just to have me survive.
Yep.
Yep. So if units have to die, they have to die.
No
I'd
SFO
love if
radius?
that
Okay,
Level
gotcha.
10 Lord could stay alive, but if she doesn't, it's not the end of the world.
I will try my best to keep her alive and
When a ratio
protected.
is possible, take units from one army, move them to the full,
she
jump
does
to
have
another army, and have that
double
army move, then it's quick enough. Oh, yeah.
I noticed that one.
The shuffling.
And Withering is
You have, like, a
very,
tram
very good
system where you, like,
overcast.
fly units here, and then you just, like, push them down the line.
I think she has it. Or is that a different Lord or hero? that
Across
I
the
have?
entire map by, like, trading units.
She has Melkoths.
She has Withering. She has Withering, and she can overcast it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she does.
It's an AOE massive armor debuff, and will let us absolutely shred through them. So
Speed
if you
blink's also nice
basically,
for single targets.
but overcast, it gets a giant AOE, and if you do that when you're charging in, pretty devastating. She's also 100 speed.
Oh, so she's speedy.
Oh yeah, she's on a very fast little horse thing.
I am speed.
This army that's coming into the...
Hello. Just
speed, but also paper.
to clarify, I'm waiting on you. So,
Oh.
in case
Okay,
you were
yeah.
waiting for me, we're good.
We're good.
Okay, doke.
You
When this,
go.
army, when this army in the back comes in, I'm going to give you the chariots and the
Never
lava.
mind. Oh, well, rip.
Well,
Not our fault.
Yeah, that was... No, we were told that's fair game.
yeah, we're good. We're good.
This is better, though, if he waits there, but he also doesn't want to fight in the trees because of the archers.
You
Yeah.
gonna march
Because
through the water?
They're not wood elves. They take penalties for being in trees.
Yeah, but is he taking them right through the water? They don't have Strider or anything either, do they?
Mm-mm.
You did get lucky with the map. I will say that. There's a lot of trees, and he's got a lot of archers.
It would have been a miter settlement battle if this lord didn't get stuck. But yeah, he has a lot of archers, and we have a lot of flanking stuff.
Let's see. I think we have fear as well. We're immune to psychology.
And he's gonna set up to try and make us go through the water.
Can't remember.
I don't think he has
okay,
any
yeah,
idea that
causes
you're over
fear.
there in the woods.
He's also sending the Phoenix to go camp the small little garrison army.
That's fine. That garrison army doesn't even matter. If he wants to use the Phoenix for that, that's great.
Just gonna go
Surprised
stand
he's
in the
putting
lake, I
those
guess.
in the water.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We can.
Because my calf's gonna sprint through that just fine, so that works for me.
Your cav does not have Strider because I stole it from him. The
Oh.
Marauders and all the Slaneshi units
Yeah.
have Strider.
Got
He's
it.
gonna have PTSD for
Freaking
fighting in the
humans,
woods.
man.
But I think Cav ignores water penalties anyway.
Yeah, they're large. They're fine.
Because, yeah.
Okay, so he is sending in the hawk to come look.
Yeah. He's got a minute left, though. I don't think he's going to find you. Tuck way up. I think, yeah, tuck tight up against
I'm as far up on this little cliffside as I can be. I can ever go.
Yeah.
No, she won't even walk more that way. Oh, there she goes. As far up as she can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's staggering the units for us. This is nice, and this is actually going to give us time when they come in. Space Goon, I am going to give you the Demonettes and the Cav and the Chariots.
Alright, sounds good.
I'll take the full infantry line, Nakari, and my cultist.
Might wait
Uh,
for you guys to engage and then flank when
yes.
they're not looking.
Because basically what he's planning here is as we go in, he's going to try and run the spearmen up forward to cut off our charging in units and let the archers stay safe. But if you come in from behind, you'll be able to pin him in.
Bird just coming on over here. Just check these out.
Yep, come on, Burb. I mean, if the bird jumps in, Nakari will rip it apart.
Oh yeah, for sure. Ankari in a melee fight is scary.
Yeah, and Kari is a big motherfucker.
I was surprised by how big of a unit he was.
Just be able to slap the bird out of the air.
I mean, damn near.
Alright guys, here we go.
Hellstriders of Slanesh! Fear our speed! Seeking Slanesh's embrace!
A dance of pain.
Alright, you should have all those, yeah?
Demonettes.
Yep, I'm good.
Demonettes.
I'm gonna go in with this cav now just to make them have to respond and not fully respond to you guys.
Dove with the
He
bird?
just lost the eagle.
The Eternal Hunters!
Demonettes. Make
That was a
Get those
choice.
units on the get those other units on the Phoenix. Or away from them, either or.
We cannot refuse, guided by hunger.
George's sweet kiss.
Okay, I see.
Demonettes.
Alright.
Flow like wine.
That bird will probably come back, but he's scuffed up.
But that was pretty good damage on it. Yeah, it's back. Alright. Lexi, you in position?
Yep, I've pushed up to the edge of the woods, so when you guys go, I can break out.
And you kind of got the flank there, Space Goon. All right.
Yeah, I'm pushing out.
Demonettes! There! Yes, yes! Bend to our will, an intriguing sin, a dance of pain, unlie the slave. We go, move with grace.
He's hitting his own bird right now.
A desire.
Pretty sure he just hit his own bird a few times with arrows.
Yep.
Driven by pain.
Alright, I'm going out.
Yep.
Divine sensation, guided by the prince.
There we flit. Unlie this leg.
On the hunt.
Demonette of Slanesh. It satisfies Slanesh.
Alright.
Hell's Raiders.
Okay, he's pulling that stuff up.
Next victory.
Demonettes. We go. Marching on.
Willing slaves.
Gonna be getting fairly grouped here.
Sends us. For her, anyone.
Throw that chariot in there.
Pain is a gift.
For Slanesh
You guys on the
itself.
back line.
Demonettes. Move with grace. Most
Try to pull through the chariots here.
Seeking punishment.
Demonette of Slanesh.
That's the overcast spell on that whole group that you're in on.
There we flit.
I'm debuffing Tyrion.
Striders.
Pull our cav again here.
Slanesh's embrace.
For the dark prince.
If I can break this guy free, I get another charge going, which would be good.
Guided by the prince.
Alright, these chariots are free. That's good. We're gonna swing them into these archers.
Absolute obedience.
Guided by hunger.
Try to bring these.
We submit.
There we go.
Slanesh sends us.
Let's get on these rangers. Oh, that chariot just freaking clapped those archers so hard.
Torture sweet kiss.
Alright, looks like we're doing well here.
Demonettes.
I'm gonna get some demonettes on Tyrion to help, like,
Overwhelming
soak off some of this damage.
Driven by pain.
Try to get my
Make sure we
chariots
keep
back out
guys
of the
on these
fight.
guys that are routing in the back. I don't want them coming back in. That's how we lose this fight.
On the hunt. To the next victory. Endless pain.
He's also trying to get Tyrion onto
Hellstriders of Slanesh.
my
Oh, you guys
lord.
in
I'm not letting
here.
that happen.
Chariot, good job for the chariot is chasing these freaking archers off the
But
field,
Nakari
honestly.
has a rampage aura, so
Bring us souls. Seeking Slanesh's embrace.
Something's happening here.
I'm
I
gonna
would like
debuff
to not
Tyrion.
be here.
Driven by
Yep.
pain.
I'll go in for a charge hit on him.
Demonettes. A flurry of
Demonette's back out.
Seeking punishment.
You get on top of those archers. Recycle onto those spearmen.
the debauched ones. Sin. A dance of pain. Demonettes.
They chasing that eagle out. Okay.
Such great satisfaction.
Some of these chariots keep chasing those guys off the map.
Seal to our steeds.
There we flit.
Try to get on top of that caster.
On the hunt.
Careful with the fiends here. I don't want to lose the fiends.
At our speed. We hunt.
I don't know if those guys are really going to be able to do anything there.
Seeking sin.
We'll send these guys to keep chasing.
Riders.
Some of these units over here off the
Don't
map.
bump up too tight here. Because they're still going to keep trying to cast Thunderbolt.
Beautiful.
Try to chase that guy around. stay on top of their caster here.
Pain and despair. Tear throats.
All my boys are working,
With rapture.
gainfully employed. Where's my other chariot at? Oh, okay.
Hunt down that wizard.
Glorious degradation.
Yeah,
Tyrion unpickable? No, we've got a lot of leadership.
it's just tyranny.
Nakari's coming over. Yep, Nakari's coming over to finish the
Hellstriders.
wizard.
Finding fresh souls.
Nice, nice, nice.
I don't think we really lost a lot there. I think we
No, we
went
didn't.
really well.
That's what I care about.
I think when the AI gives you control of an army and 90% of it is range, so you have no front line, it's very hard to. Even putting them in the water wasn't enough to slow down the advance.
My entire army has Strider.
Yeah, the water didn't help you.
Passive AoE rampage is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's also really
Man.
good.
The mage racking up 230 kills is pretty impressive. That Thunderbolt did more work than I thought it would.
Yeah, that mage put in some fucking work.
I was, because you guys had like
You realize
Tyrion
with water,
completely surrounded,
yeah, the graphics turned
and
down.
Fairlight
Yeah,
gave me the Phoenix,
my
and I
graphics
was just
are
like
slightly
bombing
turned down
Tyrion
due to the
because
fact
it
that
was
my
hitting
computer
like
is
so
10
many
years
guys
old.
around him,
Oh yeah.
and it was working great until you rampaged the Phoenix 42 times in a row, and I couldn't play anymore.
I'm
I think I have,
amazed
like,
there's like some
reflections
sort of
turned off or
internal
whatever, so
cooldown.
that's probably why it
You
looked weird.
rampaged the mage early on. I got
No, it-
one
it-
spell off, and then it rampaged again right after.
It's infinite. As long as Nakari is fighting you.
That's insane.
But it's like it's more than the melee range, because like I was trying to avoid Nakari, and there was times I was like half a monitor away, and it was still taking.
Yo,
away
on God,
the
for
units.
that, I'm telling you, when Slanesh gets their DLC, you got to ban Inkari.
And it's a good thing that you got that, you stole those cavalry too, because those alone got like 150 kills as well.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
There it is.
As soon as Inkari gets a replenishment hero, it's Ogre.
It's all ogre now.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna
That's
have to
another reason why you
freaking
can never
mob
build
the
range
gosh dang
units
dwarves.
in a PvP campaign.
Yeah,
that
I'm
was the
I'm
ultimate flanking faction in entirely ranged army. I was just like, I think this will be all right.
I'm just gonna show up with 19 STM tanks. Have fun. Charm this.
Yeah, I legitimately thought it said faction destroyed. I thought it said me for a second. And I'm like,
Home key. There we go.
You know what you did.
Got a little home key saving my butt here. All right, so these guys.
Your doom, Cully.
Oh, you're doing crap.
Bring me Neferata's head.
I think I'm gonna move in ambush stance.
Nothing you could do to stop me.
Look at this guy breaking rules.
Person versus Warhost.
Arcan's army was really scary, but then luckily he parked right outside of a city, so I could also use a garrison. Love that.
So apparently I still have to wait a turn to get a lord to show up here. That's cool. Beautiful. So I have another army, but there's no lords available to actually buy it. Yeah, that's gotta be a bug. I don't think it's supposed to be like that.
Not gonna lie, it's a little nerve-wracking that the game is like... The game is like, an army has been spawned at this location, and it like
The goddess
pings a spot,
wills
like I
it.
should expect a dino army to show up and run me over. But when I look there, there's nothing there.
Entire stalk dino army.
The dinos are in ambush stance.
Hey, Starlight, how's it going?
This is my climate.
Alright, well that's unfortunate that I am down a... I'm gonna be down a freaking lord. Because the game apparently decided that it's just not going to give me one.
Is it really that time?
Hey, thank you for the
again?
14.
It seems
Heck yeah,
as
Starlight.
if you only just arrived.
Appreciate you, friend.
Plus 50% chance of magic items? Sure, I'll take that.
It doesn't spawn next turn and you reload the game.
My
Yeah.
will.
I'll definitely bring it up if I don't get freaking lord next turn.
Is it hot?
Just placing cults that have a cooldown at the very least, or can you just run
Oh
around
yeah,
and spam that on
no.
every
Each
city?
hero has a 15 turn cooldown.
Gotcha.
So I mean it's not easy, and to get anything over there, I had to spend 1,000 of my special resource, which is not insignificant. So yeah, it's
Well, at least
not
we
like
know
I
that
can just spam that out
Ankari's
on
gonna kill
everybody.
freaking Tyrion. That's good to know.
It's not
I have a-
quite busted.
Question. Immune to psychology, does that help with Rampage?
Nope.
That helps with fear.
It helps with fear and terror.
terror.
I do not believe it helps
The
with rampage.
climate is irrelevant.
Now, to be fair, Lizardmen
Purple
do
donuts.
have all their heroes, or I think all of their heroes, have a built-in ability that stops rampage.
Yeah, it
But
does.
if Inkari's if it's just an aura that turns on and off whether or not you're inside of it, I guess that wouldn't matter. So
yeah, so the threshold. So I mean, I'll just be
Oh, he's
honest.
got a
Like, I'm not
freaking-
trying to keep secrets to win. On this
He's
stuff,
got freaking
Nakari has a 35-meter aura, -5
Slayer
melee
army
defense,
here.
and if you are above 50% leadership or above 50% HP,
This is
you
my
rampage.
planet.
the command is Bull, Starlight. Hey, Como.
Who said Nakari?
I mean, it's just Inkari though. Like, you know. It's not like every exalted keeper of secrets is gonna have that. He's gonna have spells that can rampage us, but I mean, he's not gonna have a. Not everyone's gonna have an infinite aura that rampages us.
Yeah, we're doing another. We're doing a 3v3 this time.
Okay, I think I'll do that.
Natural
Also,
synergy.
Inkari
Thank you for
has
the
so
follow.
much
Appreciate
mass
that.
that like where Inkari came from was irrelevant. They would have pushed through anything to get to the archers and rampage them.
During my brief time playing him, that was one thing I liked about him, is he never got stuck behind units, because he would
We're
say,
fighting
"Yeah,
in
move,"
Bretonia this time.
and he would
Como.
push to the front if you wanted him to.
Yeah.
He also has the devastating flanker, which is quite nice.
What does that do?
Double. Actually, does he anymore? I'm not.
It doubles your charge bonus when you're flanking an enemy.
I don't know that he actually has it. I thought he did.
In this game, is flanking just like when you hit him from the side or the back, or is it
Side or
something
the
else?
back. Oh yeah, he has it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I hit from the side or the back with him, he gets plus 80 melee attack and damage.
Oh, is that all?
I mean, it's
Hardly
only for,
anything.
It's only for what, 10 seconds, I think.
Yeah.
So it's like one. It's like it's 1 or 2 attacks. If 2 if you're lucky.
Nakari, it's 3 to 4.
We still have end game tech for the Cav. Yeah. We're invading France. Yep.
Opening diplomacy with
Pretty much, yeah.
Fairlight, getting insulted by Marcus to my face. Your so-called jungle spirits won't save you now, frog.
What a friendly guy.
Everybody in the Empire is always super friendly all the time.
Yeah, Elspeth looks like someone who would say hi to you when you pass her on the sidewalk for sure.
Just stares at you the entire time she's walking by.
Snakes like that.
She walks in her door before you and holds it open for you, but just stares at you the whole time you walk through it.